And I don't know why. Again, let us know why it happens, right? But I think it's because you do have Hmong women here that are independent now and they're able to build their own lives, and they're like, yeah, why would I need a man? You know, like you said, right? If I'm making the same amount as a man, 50, 60,000,
Right.
and I'm not going to be taken care of, then I could just live on my own and not have any stress. Right?
Or double your income because you guys are both making something similar.
yeah.
I don't know.
You could look at it that way. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really it's really dependent upon what the guy wants to, because some men they do want the submissive type of women where they can just bring from Laos or Thailand or whatever. And it's especially, you know, there's this thing. Well, I'm sure you guys heard of it. They're called passport bros. You know.
Yeah.
That's what
Hell
they're called. They go overseas to find women, because over here, I don't want to say women are getting too independent, but that's what these guys are saying. They're getting too, you know, vocal or you know that's what's happening to, in the brains of these specific males, these gentlemen, where they want to be able to probably provide support too, but they want to be able to kind of be the leader or whatever in that specific relationship, where whatever they say goes.
Yeah, because they still believe in the patriarchy,
Yep.
right? Which is not wrong. Because have you guys heard of trad wives?
Trad
What
wives.
is
I have
called,
never heard of it.
it's called traditional wives.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I didn't know that. That's a new thing. That's
yeah.
a new lingo, right? And there's a lot of women coming out on social media saying, like, there's nothing wrong with being a traditional wife. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a traditional wife if that's the lifestyle you want, right? But that's the life that you and your husband have to agree to. So it takes partnership. Like you said, you and Barb, you guys agree to a lot of these things, and that you're reminded, oh, we chose this path for right now, right? And so if you're going into this partnership with the understanding, mutual understanding that that's the lifestyle you guys want, then that's okay, right? But if a man or a woman is trying to force this lifestyle onto one another, that's when it becomes a problem, right?
Yeah. It really is all in agreement, you know. If you're you're down for it and your partner's cool with that too, it is a case by case basis. So we can't really impose or inject our own emotions into other people's lives, because if it works for them, probably won't work for us. But hey, if you're happy, man, just do it. Hey, go get that wife from Thailand. Go get two. Why not?
Okay.
It's illegal. Except in
Maybe
Utah.
chill on the second. Yeah. But okay, again, we're gonna do things. We're gonna say things on this podcast that isn't always our view, but just for the thing of conversation. All right. Just for conversation. Can I defend my passport bros? Can I defend my passport bros?
Go for it, man.
Like
I can.
You know, regardless of okay. Again, not my. Okay, I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to be taken out of context.
Canceled, man.
Yeah.
Controversy.
You know, I think some dudes just want to find love, right?
You know what? Yeah.
That's fair. Valid.
And it's tough to find love here. I think there's a lot of moving parts, and I think there are more challenges. I don't know how the dating scene is now, and I've realized too. We have been blessed physically, and there are people that are not as blessed physically. You know, I'm not. You know, it's just the way
it's the
shit
cards
happen.
It's the cards you're dealt.
Yeah. And some of them may lack the confidence to find a partner here, and maybe they are, and because everybody deserves love, they're just that's one route where they are going to try to find love. You know, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I ain't mad at them. You know what? I ain't mad at them. They're playing the cards that they were dealt with. And like, if it's done in a way where it's not manipulative and it's not bad and you treat them well, and it's not done with this idea of, hey, I need this person to be X, Y, and Z when they get here. Like, you know what? I'm not mad at it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not mad that you're out here finding love. That's not what I'm upset about.
Yeah.
Right? I'm upset that the manipulation tactic of I know I can go there because the thing is a lot of these women are vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
They're in these vulnerable places where they have to work for $5 a day for like 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
They're out in fields, they're cooking, they're doing all these things, and they make $5-6 a day, $10, right?
Yeah.
And these men are going there saying like exploiting.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm not about.
Yeah.
Sure, if you really want to find love, go for it. I love and I think everyone should have a shot of feeling that love, receiving that. Absolutely. Go for it.
And I think where the issue where I take issue is like where you go, hey, all American Hmong women are this way, and I need to go to the motherland to find this type of woman.
Yeah.
I think that is like, you just don't understand people enough. Where it's like you just assume everyone over there is going to be more submissive or X, Y, and Z.
And they sometimes are because they're easily manipulated through money, which is what they need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're going there to find love, man, I ain't mad at you, man. I got some boys that like, look, I get it, man. I get it.
For it.
You know what? Me too. I got some friends that get that too.
It's tough.
So you can't be too critical.
Not a hater.
But if you view it from the opposite position too, these women over there, they're playing their game too.
They are.
They'll come over here, they'll get their green card, this and shit. Right after they got their stuff, bam, they're disappearing. They're finding a new love because sometimes just like you said, the age gap, man. Some people here that's probably in their 60s, 50s, getting a 20-year-old wife. Comes over here, she gets all her documents, she's done with you, bam. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
So
and if you think about it, Cam, you and I, we're like one or two facial features away from that would have been our reality. That, I'm not, what? Like I said, my best years are behind me. It's downhill. And, if I didn't lock it in early, man, I'd be having a tough time now, now.
We are definitely lucky, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Is it bad to defend this? I don't know. No. And again, like I guess we're just talking about this in a more nuanced, right? We're giving this a nuanced perspective.
I mean, it's fair to defend both sides.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There is a route where it's very problematic, and it is an issue, right? If we're talking age gap, if we're talking about manipulation, if we're talking about exploiting each other, and if we're talking about not acknowledging that, hey, women here have their own rights and they're doing great, and we should foster that. We should continue to, especially, if you have like young daughters and stuff like it's a great thing, right? And I think we shouldn't run away from that.
You know what else I'm seeing I love too? It's hella funny. Women are starting to do that. They're starting to get overseas boyfriends.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what's crazy? I saw a little bit of that. I didn't get. Tell me more about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know, just these older ladies dating these younger men, and I'm just like, you know what? Ma'am.
Do you, man? Go
do
ahead.
you? Yeah. She's like, some of these women are in their 50s dating somebody in their 20s, right? And these young men, you can tell they're young.
Yeah.
They're probably in college out there. And I'm just like, you know what? Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Men can do this. Miss Ma'am, you go find love too.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. If you are financially good enough, look, here's my issue. I would have a problem with it if it's a guy, so I have to have an issue with it if it's a girl.
Okay, what's your issue
just
with
by
it?
default.
What's your issue with it being?
I don't like the age gap thing.
Yeah.
If it's a guy doing it to a young girl overseas, I don't like it. And so if it's an old lady doing it to a young man,
you don't care.
Yeah.
But you have to say you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Peg's a little proud though for that young man in Laos dating that 50-year-old.
I am like, come on, man, you winning. Get your green card.
Yeah.
But you know what? If fundamentally my issue with this is that it's an age gap thing. If the sexes were reversed, I think by default I have to be not okay with that too.
Right? I mean,
I don't know.
If you want to be true to your core, but are you? Probably not.
And I think maybe there are some historical contexts where it's like one gender has been treated or not allowed some privileges, but is the right thing to do to now just allow the opposite gender to do the evil thing too? Just too wrong make a right. Yeah, this is something we're trying to fix with the men. With the men is the right thing to do. Just and we acknowledge that this is an issue, right? And we're working as a community to address this. Is the thing to do to also allow to give them that pass to also go overseas and exploit young boys.
This should be a poll question for the audience,
right?
Because is it wrong for men to do it, but okay for women?
Yeah, because
I think it's okay for women.